Go find me, I come from. On me go wake up now. Go hard for my dream that. I'm gonna miss
Do you think that the culture of Trinidad and Tobago is an environment suitable for entrepreneurship? And if yes or no, how do you think the government could go about encouraging or fostering entrepreneurship? Anybody? Floor is open.
Yeah, time? Only that time? Only that time we talk about this? Because it be long enough. It be long. Well, give me the first part of that question. Let me answer that.
Do you think the culture of
No. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Trin- we Trini is fickle. We bad man and we fickle. We don't know what we want. We never know what we want. When we get it, we want to again give back what we had before. That's what we are. But that in in the gift and the curse of that, that's what we are as a gift and that's what we are as a curse. So I don't think it Trinidad breeds the culture. I mean, breeds this creative culture and everything, and I'm very proud of what we have created because we are probably one of the most creative people in the Caribbean. Um, and we can back it up financially. We can be able to, explore those creativities. I mean, like, look at Peter Minshall. Peter Minshall has done some of the greatest things in this world. Um, but is it fostered? Not as much as it's supposed to. Not as much as we claim we could do. If we could do this for petroleum, why we can't do this for creators? Like a carnival. How much people auditing carnival? People playing carnival? Asking a serious question. How much would it take? Actual carnival. A lot. You say a lot, right? It's less than 60,000 people playing carnival. You have 1 point something million. Less than 60,000 people. I mean, obviously, and traditional carnival getting smaller and smaller because millennials and Generation Z and they may know what, well, I mean, they know what Muka Job is. But I mean, they may know what a damn Lorraine is and them. Like, we're not fostering it in the right ways and we could do better, but we need to spark that fire and we need to do more because there are a lot of people out there who are really being agents of change, but they're not really hearing as much or they're not being lauded as much as supposed to. So, that's part one. I think we really do have an opportunity to do it, and I think because of us being in the 21st century and with the advent of the invent of technology and stuff, I think we could have a chance now to really pioneer. But that's not our culture. And what's the part two of that?
Part two of the question was, how do you think the government could encourage or foster an environment for entrepreneurship?
I think Cameron. I think she answered my question by laughing. I think you answered that by not trying to finish that question. I uh I think the government, God bless their soul, they really try, but they are going about it the the correct traditional way. They're
Yeah.
giving people the opportunity to say that we're giving people the opportunity. So I'll give an example. Look at they gave us a grant, and the grant was for 5,000 for small businesses and blah 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 blah. And there are a lot of people out there who don't have their business structured properly. That's fine. It's supposed to be structured properly. We're doing the right thing. But at the same time, let's create more incubators, more programs to create to structure people's businesses better, to have understanding of what creatives go through in our everyday life, and just say, all right, fellas, let's try to make this work. Instead of just saying, well, we given the opportunity. You must I've been in meetings with different companies and they have millions upon millions of funding just there. And people can't access it because they're not asking the right questions, they don't have the right tools, they don't have the right audience. And people have $1 million ideas, people have proper ideas. My packaging, when I had it for my t-shirts, which I don't have here, ironically, outside, but that has won awards around the world. I had to be fighting to look for funding for that to just to make it and show that. I'm not saying I'm not saying it wrong, but I'm saying let's create infrastructure to make these things happen. And if there is, let's showcase that more. So people like me and people like all you guys could be able to see it. You shouldn't be able to paying for weekend wings all the time. You're supposed to have structure to make it happen. And that is what I'm trying to focus on to make sure this happens in the government. But I can't, like, the people that championing this shouldn't be a small little amount of people. It should be a loud voice that everybody should hear now. So no, them on nonsense. That's my answer. I'm very short. Them on nonsense, and then the other one is no.
I would say too, right? It's literally not even the government alone, but financial institutions on a whole, yeah. So what he's saying is the government would have all these different grants, programs, XYZ that we could access. And like he said, they go about it in this traditional way. And we've moved past from that. So like their structure is more archaic than anything else. So when it is you try to access these grants, is this step, that step, right? Now, like you said, I believe each business should have a specific structure that they follow. If you're trying to get certain things, make sure your stuff in order, right? But if you try to go to the bank, your business is making more than some people's salary, take home salary a month. You go to the bank with this, you're going to catch your skin to access certain services than somebody who has a regular 9 to 5 because they could provide a job letter stating that you know, they're permanently. So it's difficult. They make you jump through all these hoops and all that. And it kind of turns people away from wanting to, make sure you have a registered business, you have your business accounts, you have all these things. Because when you try to access it, it's so difficult. And I've seen over the years banks trying to, make it a little easier, but it's like you're dragging your foot type of thing. And the smaller businesses are so lucrative. And I feel like if they would slacken the restraints a little bit, you can see there's a whole other market they could tap into in terms of their customers coming in and stuff. Because I'm telling you, the small businesses that I know, at least, they make bank, right? But it is not as easy for us in Trinidad at all.
I wonder into if it should be in schools more. I don't know what's going on in schools now. I know when they have career days, they tend to have business owners coming in, like small business owners coming in to talk to the students and things. But
They're teaching it the same thing in POA and POB
same
from
thing,
since 90
POV.
how long.
Yeah. I think they need to structure it better now.
Mm.
They started they started a entrepreneurship course for Form 6 when I was in school. They started that. I don't know what's in the I don't know what's in the curriculum, but I just don't I have a strong feeling it's not what they need to know. I just have a strong feeling in my gut that is not what they need to know. I was gonna say to like kind of compound what Keegan and Sam were saying, the infrastructure is not there for us. Like it's not built for us to is. And even when you look at how, and I feel like this showed up majorly in the pandemic, even when you look at how the Ministry of Communications communicates to the country, you realize there's something wrong. There's something wrong with how we disseminate information. It shows that this is a broad statement, and I'm gonna try to tone it down a little bit, but it shows that there are some things that we without care or without proper research. As I said, we're evolutionary people. We as humans, we evolve. From generations to generation to generation, communication will change. How we communicate obviously has changed from however long to now. Everyone is on technology. The younger generations are obviously way more tech savvy, but the way that we communicate to people is ineffective. So, yes, there are grants. Even the way that you in order to register a business and to know the information on what you need to have and how the business runs and how you need to pay your taxes and all those different things. If you don't know anybody who has a business or who has been through that, you're not gonna know what to do. You're not gonna know, and that's the issue. That's the issue. Like my friend and I started a business just willy nilly, like a good couple of years ago, because we were like, okay, well, this is what we should do, because so we're doing it, whatever. And the business sat down there, and she recently like revamped her business, and I sold my shares to her, etc., all that stuff. But the things that she had to do in order to get her business up to par to where she is right now, it was relics because we didn't know. We didn't know what we were supposed to be doing to the maintenance of the actual like legalities of the business way. And that's because nobody, unless you're really like seeking out that information, you're not gonna get it. And there it's really a major communication issue as well though. Like, and it's so sad because it's like, you know, people who can do the job, but then there's nepotism and just, you know, like our country runs on that shit. It's just
Really? Tell me more about this.
But Danny, just repeat the first part of the question one more time for me.
So I just wanted to know if the culture itself of TNT is an environment suitable for entrepreneurship.
Is it suitable for entrepreneurship? Yes, it is. Yeah, in my opinion. However, people let's get carried away because, like we say, food, we can take it to apparel and stuff, right? You see somebody doing it and you feel you could do it too. So you want to do it and you're going to do it. But you're not taking the time to really look at the markets to see if the market, you know, have space for something that what you looking to bring on board, right? It's not that. They cook for the friend, and the friend find the stage real good, they want to keep cooking. Hey, I could sell food too. So that's the kind of thing. So it's a lot of oversaturation, but I think the general public right now is open to supporting entrepreneurs more than anything else. Yeah. So I think, you know, it's suitable to an extent.
Thanks. Anybody agree with that? Anybody disagree? Or how y'all
Yeah,
feel on that?
I agree with that fully. And the same point you were saying, when you see somebody doing it, I feel you can do it too. Don't do things for doing its sake just because
Correct.
money. Make sure you like it and you're passionate about it. Because in the pandemic, I saw a lot of people start training people, and it's work, you know. It's work. It's every single day you need to motivate somebody to reach this goal, and it'll fall off. So you really gotta be passionate about what you're doing. Or sometimes it's really like you really need to survive. So I will fight through. I don't really like it, but I will fight through and do what I have to do. You know.
Right.
well, yeah. The second half of the question was, what do we think the government could do?
Yeah, to improve and foster that environment.
My answer would be like, I feel like we could start at the communication aspect of the government. I don't want to comment on anything else, but I feel like there are things that the government does that we don't even know about because they communicate ineffectively. So grants, processes, etc. They need to package the information differently.
And what Cameron is saying is so important because imagine in 2021 have so many electronic ways to catch your audience, right? Even commuters, there are so many different things you could do. Yet still the person that running the marketing department believe in an express and Guardian, yeah? So they're going to put the ads there. When your target market probably ain't pick up a paper since SEA. You understand? So it's really it's really the people they have in the marketing department before they bring in fresh new blood. The staying, you know, where it's comfortable.
I just want to just ask one little question. Have you all heard the jingle on your radio for the amnesty for your taxes?
No, but I would like it.
And that's my,
I had to find my tax.
that is my point. That is exactly right. They had a nice, cool little jingle on your radio. And, you know, make sure you do it before the 17th. Nice little cool little jingle. It was on I-95. And I'm saying to myself, who's
Just
that
listening to the
for?
So there's the thing. I need to file my taxes, but I don't know. So the 17th or when?
This month.
August.
As in
No,
Friday.
September.
As
So you
yeah,
see? So you
I'm,
see?
I'm
Now
listening
picture this.
it's from this week
We
to this week. From the Monday to Friday.
Wow. So imagine if there were, there are the electronic billboards besides those, like people who walking down Frederick Street. It have like the old TSTT, where they have this big box with all the lines and stuff. In the States, they have ads on all those things just to catch your commutes in public, because think about it. Yeah, then in traffic, you're walking. It have so many different ways you could capture your audience, but they refuse to tap into that.
What are you talking about? There's a
Yeah.
jingle.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
on
have my hours.
I-95. So
Everybody knows, everybody in that demographic listens to I-95 at 105 on a Tuesday. Duh.
yeah,
Oh god.
So, yeah.
Gosh.
But the jingle is fire though. Like I said, cool. What jingle about being an entrepreneur?
That's
But
so interesting because it's like the jingle could be fire, Keegan, the jingle could be however great, but if you're not using the correct medium to reach your audience, it's never gonna reach it.
everyone translate. Mhm.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's a they could, because I don't want to talk about the nepotism. I don't want to even talk about trying to bring in new blood. Like I don't know, I like all of that stuff. I don't want to comment on it, but the least we could do is try to fix the communication aspect of it. Dog. Like that's the least that I'm asking them to probably try and implement.
Go find me, I come from. Amigo, we go now. Go hard for me, dream that. I'm in the miss for